Hey, what's up YouTubers, Lee John Blackmore here, Super Easy Guitar. So this week we're going to do a little bit of 12 bar blues played with a shuffle rhythm. Let's zoom in and get straight into it. So I was playing it in the key of E. Now a basic shuffle would just be holding on that E power chord, the E5 chord, and then we'd pedal down with our third finger into the 4th fret. So you could play it like that, it'd be kind of country and western, I guess. Yeah, or if you put a bit of swing to it, I'll just start adding the down ups. Or like Chuck Berry, right? But we're doing something slightly different here. So we're kind of adding to it and we're playing across those 12 bar notes, okay? So let's have a look at that. Now, the beauty about this kind of riff, you can play it really scruffy and it still sounds cool. And obviously you can play this on the electric as well. So I'm going to show you how to play it nice and clean first, right? So the first one's a power chord. So it's a down up. And then you've got G and G sharp, right? So that's just the 3rd fret and the 4th fret on the bottom E. Down, up. And notice I still do a down up when I do the 3rd and 4th fret. Then we're going over to that A string and playing B, okay? The B note on the A string, which is the 2nd fret. So if we go back to the beginning, so that's your chord and then it's notes. Then we're up to the 4th fret. Then, yeah, we go to the next string, 2nd fret. And again. You just have to be very careful about what strings you hit here, pick, okay? Obviously you could do it with fingers as well or your thumb. So whatever you're comfortable, obviously it's going to give you a different attack, it's going to give you a different feel, but it's whatever your thing is, okay? Now, so at the end of that little lick, we come back down and we do 3, 4, and then 2 on the A string. So if I put that whole thing together, then we do this power chord A, and then down to E. Now I'm kind of doing A as I'm bringing my fingers off, or my finger off, I'm doing a little upstroke and then going back down on that E power chord. So it sounds like this. Sounds kind of cool, right? Just those open strings. So you just want to get comfortable rolling around that, trying to get the rhythm. You have to go fast. So notice when I do the E, it's actually the first chord for the next round. One. So the second round, it goes A. So instead of going A, E, like A power chord, E power chord, I go A and stay on the A. So then as it rolls over to the A, we do exactly the same riff, but on the next strings up, okay? So I do this A power chord, down, up, and then now on the A string, 3, 4, go to the D string. So that's 2 and 4. Over to the G string. And then go back to the A string. So let me do that slowly, you can play along. Yeah, you guessed it, then we go to the A, and back to the E, right? So let's do the first section, the E to the A. Here we go. Over to the A. Now we'll finish on the E. Then we've got what we call a turnaround. Or on the beginning I'm kind of going 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm not really worried about what notes I hit in particular, as long as I get the root, okay, which is the first note you want to hit, which is the 2nd fret on the A string. Don't play the bottom E. Then I'm kind of going down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. I'm not really worried about what other notes I'm hitting, just kind of try and feel it through. And then that's a B7, and then I'm going over to an A7. I'm doing the same rhythm, except now I don't have my 2nd finger on the A string, I have it on the D string. But I slide to that, I go. Makes it sound more interesting, right? So then I just do a stab with an E7, and we got this little turnaround. So that's like probably one of the most common turnarounds you'll see in blues. So it kind of looks like a D7 shape here I'm doing, so that would be a D7. So you could start it off there and then slide it from the D7 position. So D, D sharp 7, E7, right? So we're doing an E7 chord, and then that slides D7, sorry, D sharp 7, D7, down to an E. So the picking I was doing there is just 3, 2, 1. So G, B, E. Repeat the same thing again. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit an open G and hammer on at the 1st fret, okay? So yeah, I'm not sure if that's quite what I did. Let's have a look. So yeah, so I just go down, and then I do this little run into B7. So I'm going open A, 1st fret, my 1st finger, 2nd fret with my 2nd finger, and when that gets there, then behind it you form that B7 chord, okay? Super slow. And then it just goes right back round to the beginning. That's why we call it a turnaround, okay? Let's do the whole thing. I was doing something a bit scruffier at the beginning to give it a bit more swing. So all I'm doing there is adding this palm mute and trying to add a bit of rhythm. So that all comes from my wrist. You can see it. I mean, when you watch Stevie Ray Vaughan, he's kind of got this circular motion thing going. So he really gets slinky with it, okay? That's on the electric guitar. We're not going to go quite that crazy. So it's whatever feel you want to create, all right? So what I'm doing there, so I always make sure my palm hits down and just kind of mutes just to the front of the bridge. So you don't really want that. There's nothing there, you know? So if you go back, you still want the note to ring out. Okay, so I'm just... So when I'm doing that chord, I'm bringing the hand off. I'm not muting it. And going back in with the mute. And at the end, the other thing I did, I was kind of messing with the original riff. So I was going... So, you know, it's the same thing, same rhythm, but if I do it slow, I'm just adding a couple of extra notes, right? Five, 4, 2, A. 5, 4, 2. That's a little. If you're gonna do that, you gotta do it quick, okay? And I just finished on an E7 there. So I'm normal E7 with the pinky on the 3rd fret on the D string, okay? On the B string, sorry. It's a D note. And when you saw me slide it up, I was just playing the octave, so the 2nd finger, if you watch the 2nd finger, it comes all the way up to the 14th fret. That only works really if you've got a cutaway, okay? Or really, to keep it in time, you can finish it like that. And you see people shaking the guitar just to give a little bit of vibrato. So there you have it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this week's lesson. Please don't forget, give me the thumbs up, subscribe, check out some of the links below, and I'll see you again the same time next week. Enjoy.